Thieves stole Toronto condo and sold it for $970,000. What is title fraud? How a condo can be stolen and how to avoid it. Title fraud is a scary truth that anybody who owns a property should be aware of and should know how it happens and how to avoid it. This scam cost Canadians between $300 million and as much as $1.5 billion each year. This is Eva Fard. I'm a real estate broker in GTA. Me and my team make educational videos in real estate to make sure our clients are well educated before making one of their most important financial decisions in their life and make sure they know how to maintain their property and their financial health. Forget about zombies, vampires, and witches. There is an even more frightening disguise out there. The fraudsters. I want to tell you some stories which actually happened. First one. A man went to the city to pay his taxes, a routine quarterly event. While there, the man was told by the city that he didn't have to pay the taxes anymore because he no longer owns the property, that particular property. The man was shocked. This was his family home he had lived in decades. Only after much investigation did it come to light that he was a victim of an unlawful transfer of title, and there was an unlawful mortgage on his property which was registered for $400,000. This is actually so frustrating and shocking. Another story, the house on the hill. The woman received a call from a mortgage collector saying she was 3 months behind on her mortgage payments, but the woman didn't own a home, nor had she ever taken out a mortgage to purchase one. Later that same night, she also discovered that 2 other properties had been mortgaged in her name, leaving her on the hook for more than $400,000. When it comes to disguise, the fraudsters is unfortunately very real. Although there is no agency assessing the financial impact of fraud, industry insiders estimate that these scams cost Canadians between $300 million and as much as $1.5 billion each year. Not to mention the potentially huge losses resulting from unpaid mortgages, property foreclosures, and above all, the emotional and financial stress for the victims. This is no Hollywood horror movie. This is really in Canada today. Now let's see what is title fraud, how it happens, and how is it possible to steal a property. Title fraud is when a fraudster steals your identity and forges documents to either remortgage your home and walk away with the proceeds, or to sell your home right out from under you. But what kind of properties are targeted? Are there any specific properties that are targeted? I have to say yes. Thieves often target properties that are mortgage-free and where the owners have a good credit rating. Also, the properties that have only private mortgage on their title, which is registered there, are another type of target. This allows them to apply for a significant mortgage. There are occasions where mortgage and title fraud are committed by mostly people who are close to the victim, such as paid caregivers. And seniors are particularly vulnerable to this type of fraud. But why are seniors often targeted? They can be more trusting. They may be more isolated and lonely, so they trust other people easily. Many have more assets than the rest of the population, so they have been working hard during all their life, so they have paid out all the debt, mortgage-free. Now they need people, they have to trust people, so they become a good victim because their properties usually are mortgage-free or they have a good credit, they don't have debt. Homes that are mortgage-free are often targeted because the transaction is easier. But why the transaction is easier? Because there is no bank on the title. For any transaction, if there is a mortgage, bank is involved. So bank has different security steps to do a transaction. So if there is a mortgage registered on the title, because the bank is involved, it's much harder or impossible for the fraudsters to steal the title. But what is the solution? How can we prevent it? To decrease the risk, having a title insurance for the property and also registering a mortgage or HELOC can be very helpful. But what is HELOC? HELOC is home equity line of credit. Why I say HELOC? Because if you don't need a mortgage on your property, you can register a line of credit, a secured line of credit, for example, $100,000, any amount on your property. Then bank is involved on your title. Means it seems like a mortgage, but it's not a mortgage. It's just a line of credit which you don't use it. But when thieves see that there is a registered mortgage on your title, then they don't dare to get close to your title. These are a couple of solutions which can be helpful, but of course, always a lawyer can be the best help in this regard. Please do not hesitate to contact us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on our social media links. Me and my team would be more than happy to be any of your assistants.